When women first come into my practice, they often tell me they feel like they're running on empty. But it's more than just being tired. They tell me, I used to be the one that could do it all: work, family, social life. Now I can barely get through the day. Everyone thinks I'm just being lazy, but they just don't understand. It's a fair observation, and today I'm going to break down the 5 warning signs of adrenal fatigue in women that no one's talking about. More importantly, I'm going to explain why you're not crazy, you're not lazy, and why those antidepressants your doctor probably prescribed might not be the answer you're looking for. Now, let me clarify something right up front. When I say adrenal fatigue, I'm not just talking about tired adrenals. That's way too simplistic. What we're really dealing with is a broken stress response system that's been pushed to the limits. And let me tell you why that's so important to understand. So you want to think of your stress response like a car's engine. And sure, you can keep pushing the gas pedal to the floor, adding more coffee, more sugar, more powering through, but eventually that engine is going to start breaking down. And for women, this breakdown shows up in 5 distinct ways that can literally steal your life from you. Now, if you're finding this video helpful so far, I'd really appreciate if you take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. I share new information every week about healing adrenal fatigue, and my goal is to help as many people as possible understand what's really going on with their health. All right, now let me get back to those 5 warning signs. The first warning sign is a compromised immune system. One of my patients recently told me, I used to be the one planning all the family gatherings. Now I'm always the one canceling because I'm sick again. And this isn't just catching every cold that goes around. So what I'm seeing in my practice is women developing new food sensitivities, struggling with allergies they never had before, dealing with recurrent infections. Every time you start feeling better, boom, you're knocked back down again. And the worst part? People start avoiding making plans with you because they assume you're going to cancel it, and you start to become unreliable in their eyes when really it's just your body struggling to keep up. And warning sign number 2 is low libido. And this one's heartbreaking because it affects your most intimate relationships. Now, here's what's actually happening. Your adrenals are supposed to support your ovarian hormones, not suppress them. And when they do that, it's not just that your sex drive suffers, it's your whole sense of vitality. And then doctors just throw hormone replacement at you without addressing the why of why your hormones are so suppressed in the first place. That's the key. Now, the third sign is weight gain. And this one really hits hard because society's pretty quick to judge. So you're doing everything right, eating well, trying to exercise when you have the energy, but nothing works. I had a patient literally break down in my office, say, my doctor just told me to eat less and move more, like I'm just being lazy. But I can barely climb a flight of stairs, let alone do CrossFit. So what's really happening in your body is that your survival mechanisms have gone haywire, and your metabolism isn't just slow, it's actually fighting against you. Now, number 4 is that combination of anxiety and depression that so many of my patients describe as a feeling of wired but tired. And then what happens? You get put on antidepressants. Now, I'm not against medication when it's truly needed, but the reality is that it's when you dump a bunch of stress hormones into your brain, you become depressed and anxious. It is a genuine hormonal and neurotransmitter dysregulation that needs to be addressed at the root to fix it. And the 5th warning sign? Sleep problems. But not just any sleep problems. I'm talking about lying awake at night, exhausted, but your mind won't shut off. You're just wide awake, and then you start thinking about all the things that you're falling behind on. This isn't just insomnia. It's your body's stress response system stuck in overdrive. But here's what I want you to understand. This isn't your fault. Your body is not broken beyond repair. I've helped thousands of women get their lives back, and I know your symptoms are real, and more importantly, they're reversible.